Well, good morning everyone. Welcome to another video. We are off fishing again today. We're going to Weybourne, Norfolk. It's up towards Cromer. I don't know, fishing at the moment, February time, really slow, really bad on the fishing, especially Norfolk. Literally K-Star, Yarmouth, Galston, Corton, Lowestoft, Pakefield, all the way down, just small whiting, small dabs. That's all that's been coming out the last week or so. So we just thought we'd try something a bit different. I've never fished Weybourne before. I've heard some good things about it. I've always been told it's a good venue to fish. I've been told it's really deep water up there as well. Like I say, it's up on that north coast near Cromer, so it is deep water up there. So yeah, we're going to give Weybourne a go today. That is the plan. Only me and G going today. All the boys are kind of busy. It's the first day of February half term, so all the kids are now off, so everyone's kind of busy with kids, etc. Blah blah blah. So just me and G going. It's currently 20 to 7 in the morning. I finished work an hour ago. I've just done a 12-hour night shift, but same as last time, like, I've only got today and tomorrow off, and I've got things to do tomorrow. So if I don't go fishing today, I'm not going to get a chance to fish this week. So I'm back at work Wednesday. So yeah, 20 to 7. I'm about to go and pick G up. We're going to go McDonald's. I think we're going to go to the Asda one as opposed to Gapton, because we haven't got to go too far into town to come back out. So we're going to go Asda, McDonald's, grab a quick breakfast, then we're going to hit the road, and then we're going to shoot up to Weybourne. So pick a G up at 7. By the time we leave McDonald's, 7:30. Should be in Weybourne for about 8:30. I believe it's about an hour's drive. I think it's about an hour's drive up to Weybourne, so we should be there 8:30. Just finish my cup of tea before we go. And yeah, right, we will see you on Weybourne Beach. Right, just arrived at Weybourne. We are down in the car park. It's a pay and display car park. Didn't know that until we got down there. 4 hours is £7 odd. Anything over 4 hours, the minimum is 24 hours. So it's £8.50. That's just cost us to park in the car park. But like I say, we're out of season, so do they even come down here? I don't know. Anyway, we're there, car's there, car park. Literally all we've got to do is cross this, well, you can walk up the slope, there's steps here, but cross this shingle. And voila, there is Weybourne Beach. So there's a guy over there to the left fishing. I'm thinking we might literally just go down here in front of us, really, where we are. Deep water though, definitely. You can see from here it's going to be deep water. Tide's on the way in. I think we've got another hour, a couple of hours to high tide. Anyway, let's get the gear out of the car and we'll make our way across and we'll get set up. Oh, right, just got the gear across. We're parked in the car park across there. Just spoke to matey. Said, did you pay and display? He said, no, didn't bother. He goes, no one comes down and checks it. But you know what? But we've never fished here before, so we don't know. And I say, we've just put £8.50 in that bloody machine. But you never know, they might come around. Right, this is really steep. The tide's on its way in. Camera ain't going to do it justice. If I go down the bottom with the camera and turn it back round, but I tell you what, if the tide, that's a wet mark up there. If the tide comes all the way into there, I mean that's above my head height, even standing here. So if that tide does come all the way up there, mate, that's going to be some deep water, I'll tell you. But anyway, just chatting to matey up there, he said he's had 3 casts and he's brought out 3 dabs, and all of them are like size of the palm of your hand. Oh dear. Anyway, right, we're here. Let's get these rods set up and yeah, let's start fishing. Oh, right, that's it. Just gone 9 o'clock and we're doing first cast. Right hand side, pulley pennel, got a whole squid bait on there. Left hand side, 2 hook flapper, size 10 hooks, what, 30 centimetre snoods, a little bit of squid on the top, and we've got some fresh rag on the bottom. I'm going to get these cast out, we'll get these in the water, and then I'll go through my bait and everything in a second. Let's just get some bait in the water. That tide is coming in fast as well. Right, left hand side as usual, 30, 40, 50 yards, something like that. Right hand side, pulley pennel. I'm going to try and give that a bit of a thump. Oh. Right, that's it, we're out there. That's it, for the first time ever. I've lived in Norfolk now for 12 years, and this is the first time I've ever fished at Weybourne beach. So, fingers crossed it does okay for us. Right, here we are. So they're both out there. Bait wise, I went to Pownall's over the weekend, Friday, Saturday. Got a whole bag of squid. I'm going to keep my eye on this bag and make sure it doesn't get taken or eaten by any dogs. If you saw my case star video, you'd have seen what happened there. Went Galston Tackle Centre. I was after some fresh lugworm. Had no fresh lug, so I said, "Oh, I'll grab some frozen lug." No frozen lug. Tried another tackle centre. They were out of lug. All the ones we passed on the way up here today, mate, they don't even open until 10, half 10 in the morning. I mean, it's 9 o'clock now and we're fishing. So I ended up getting some ragworm. I got a bit of ragworm from Galston Tackle Centre. AD he goes, they're all right. He goes, they're not like big rags like you normally get, but I'll tell you what, yeah, they're not bad. I've had worse. Do you know what I mean? And I like the fresh rag. Like, they really sort of wriggle. The lugworm, although it's live bait, but the ragworm really wriggles around in the water. It really attracts the fish. So that is our bait. We'll just wrap this up. So yeah, so that is our bait for the day. This tide is really racing up. I've just had another look. Cromer is 1 mile away, and the height in that direction, and the high tide in Cromer is 10 minutes past 11 this morning. So it's going to be nigh on the same for us here. So we've literally got 2 hours till high tide. Looking at where this line is and where these stones are wet, if that tide comes all the way up here in 2 hours, I don't know, it wouldn't surprise me. It's coming in quite fast. And as the waves are going out and it's rolling back and you look down, that is deep water there, like really deep. Really deep. So, like I say, whole squid on the right hand side on the pulley pennel, and then we've got a bit of squid on the top of the flapper rig, and a fresh lugworm, ragworm on the bottom. Oh, and we're biting. I think we're off already. Left hand side. That's not the waves. I'm well over the top of them waves. I'm quite high up in the tripod, and where the waves are crashing, I'm above them. But that left hand side just had a little flicker then as I was talking to the camera. Bear with it a second. If that goes again, I might have a little look at that. But again, you see, with the ragworm, I fed the head of it through the hook, through the top of the hook. The head's gone on. I fed it round the hook, up the hook, and there's a little tail end just hanging off, which is obviously going to move around and attract a fish. So again, if someone's come along and playing with that tail end, or just grab that tail end off, that'd be enough to give the rod a little knock. But it definitely knocked just now. But we'll keep an eye out. I'll come back if there's anything. Oh, did that go again? Oh, every time I go to put the camera down, it keeps bloody knocking. What do you do? First cast as well. Every time I say I'll put the camera down and I'll be back, it does another little knock. I think there might be a little dab or something on there, do you know that? I don't know, I'm going to leave it for now. I will leave it for now, and I'll come back if there's anything on there. Well, I was just about to make myself a cup of tea. G's made himself a nice cup of coffee over there. I was about to make myself a cup of tea, and that left hand one is still knocking. I'm going to reel it in, have a look. I've got a feeling I've got a little dab on there. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the size of the palm of my hand, if that. But I reckon there's a little dab. Right hand side's moving a little bit as well. But like I say, that's the first cast. So I'm going to reel it in, both of them in. Just check the seaweed situation, check the bait situation. Make sure I'm not catching anything, no stags out there or anything. Like I say, first time I've ever fished here. So yeah, let's give these a little reel in and see what's on there. exactly what I said. I said it'd be a little dab the size of the palm of my hand. Right, he's a little bit bigger than the palm of my hand, but he's nothing too great, is he? But I knew there was something on there kicking about, and he's taken the squid. Right, we're getting the scourges, we'll get him off, and then we'll check the other side. Right, I finally got around to make myself a cup of tea. So yeah, that left hand side one, that was a little dab, took that little bit of squid. Right hand side, pulley pennel, whole squid, I reeled that in, squid absolutely untouched. No sign of any seaweed whatsoever. So right hand side, I've given that a fair bit of a thump. I've got quite a bit of distance on the right hand side. I'll say whole squid was untouched, so I've left the whole squid on there. The left hand side, same again, a little bit of squid and a bit of worm on there. Tide's getting closer and closer. It's really starting to race in here. And we've still got 2 hours, hour and a half. About hour and a half I think till high tide. Oh, so I'm gonna enjoy my cup of tea. Still boiling hot, man. These flies, I'll tell you what, I've had the plastic ones before, and the plastic ones, they do alright, they keep the water hot, but ever since I've had that metal flask, mate, like literally, I've boiled a kettle. What time did I boil that kettle this morning? 6:30, and I guarantee even by 2:30, 3 o'clock this afternoon, that'll still be like piping hot in there. I really do rate those metal flasks. I rate them above the plastic thermos ones, definitely. Right, I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea, and yeah, always say it, but back if there's something decent on there. Left hand side, I was just reeling in to check the bait. Worm on the bottom's been stripped, and we've got another dab on the top. Again, nothing too big, but it's bigger than the last one that come out. There you are, I'll put him the other way around so you can see him next to me. A little bit bigger than the last one. Right, we're getting him unhooked and we're getting back in and we get some fresh bait on there. Right, with Jesus pulled out a double shot, he's pulled out a whiting and a dab. That whiting, look at him,
taking them home, mate.
Look at that whiting, he's a fair size, isn't he?
He's a big in that one.
Yeah, he's a beast, he's got a bit of a body. And a little whiting. Whiting took the worm and the whiting took the squid and the dab took the worm.
No, it's only just been caught, look, it's only just
oh, just in the end of his mouth.
I'm having him.
Nice one, G, wicked. Right, well, G thinks he's on again. And my left hand rod, that's knocking a little bit. I think it's another one of those little dabs. But that whiting, look, G just pulled out, that was a nice size whiting. He threw him back in, he threw him back, but he's definitely well over 27 centimetres. We didn't measure him up. Just had a couple more guys turn up, there's a couple of guys down there, come with a youngster. They're casting out. Everyone seems to be coming. When we come out the car park, someone said to me before about going to the left and like missing the right. So we came to the left past that guy, and they've come and they've gone past us to get further to the left. So I think the left is definitely the way to go when you come out of that car park. I wonder if they paid £8.50 or if they saved themselves some money. But like I say, we've never been here before, so we don't know how it works. Same as Galston Pier, that's my local pier, and they charge to park, but I know you get away with it there. And I know you can keep an eye on the car, and I know in winter time they never even come round, I know they don't. But like I say, we've never been here before, so we don't know how it all works. And then there's nothing worse than getting a £50 fine, is there, for the sake of £8.50 for parking. So we've done it just to be sensible. We've done it. Right hand side's knocking. I don't know if Grant's on. No, he's not on my line. What's he pulled out? He's pulled out another dab. So the dab seems to be taking worm and squid. They're not fussed today. Yeah, he's pulled out another dab. Right, both of them Ross seems to be knocking a little bit, but I'm just going to bear with it. Give it a bit of extra time. Nice one, G. Another little dab. Still not big enough though. Kebab for dinner tonight. Is it worm? You took the worm? Yeah, the ragworm's going down well. So the ragworm's got a lot of life to it. And like I say, when you leave that little bit hanging off the towel, that really moves around and really attracts the fish. So it's just gone 10:10, so we've got like an hour to the high tide. There's no way in an hour it's going to come up to this wet line here, no way. But I reckon it'll come up near enough where the rod rests are maybe. But we will see. Like I say, first time we fished here, so we don't know how the tide runs. We don't, do you know what I mean? Definitely coming back though. Just talking to my mate Jamie, because I was saying to him the other day about us coming Weybourne, and I sent him a photo and he goes, mate, that looks well decent. He's gutted he actually went into work today, and now he's thinking he wanted to come up there. But I said we'll definitely give him a shout next time we're coming up. But yeah, I sent him a little video and he was like, mate, yeah, looks like a good little venue. So anyway, we'll keep going and we'll see what we can pull out. Yep, and as predicted, it is quietened right off. No knocks, no bites. G's reeling in, not sure if he's on there. Wind's picked up a little bit as well. The wind's coming from behind us, so at least it's not like fully in our face, so southerly wind's coming up. I've had to put the hat on. Head's starting to get a bit cold, so I'll put the hat on. It's getting a little bit chilly, but yeah, literally just like I predicted. So once that tide starts to turn and that starts to go out a bit, hopefully we're back in on the action again. And hopefully it gets sound a bit more decent out than the little whiting and dabs we've been getting out. I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but you know what I'd love to get out, don't you? But I'm not going to say it. Let's not jinx it. Oh, right, just change this up a little bit now. Pulley pennel has come off. I've got a clip down pennel rig. So pennel being 2 hooks, and it's on a little clip I've got there, and that snood, oh man, that's about ½ a metre snood. So when that weight's in the water, the bait is going to be a good distance away. It's not too choppy out there, so it's not going to get all twisted and entwined round. So that should be okay. I've got a whole squid bait on there. Nice hook through the bottom, nice hook through the top. On his left hand side, I've took the 2 hook flapper off and I put a 3 hook flapper on. 2 up, 1 down. So top hook, just a little bit of squid on there. This hook, we've got a ragworm on there. I'm gonna actually, I might put him back through that, put that body through there a little bit more on there. And I've got 1 below the weight as well, and we've got a whole ragworm on there as well. But like I say, I don't mind leaving the tails off a little bit. When they hit the water, they curl up a little bit, and the movement of the tail attracts the fish. Right, let's get these in the water. So as normal, the 3 hooks obviously not clipped down, so I'm not going to give that too much of a pelting. But the right hand side clipped down. I'm definitely going to try and get a little bit of distance on that. Right, let's get these in the water, change tactics, see if we can produce some fish. Right, let's see what that can produce then. So we've got a nice, like I say, that hook that's below the weight, that's definitely going to be on the bottom. Definitely try and get a nice flatfish out on that. Nice ragworm on that. We've got a ragworm on the second hook, we've got a bit of squid on the top hook, and we've got a whole squid on that clip down, which I've thrown out there a little bit of distance. So yeah, let's see if that can make any changes. Tide's on the turn now. Tide, oh, pardon me, tide's heading out. High tide was 11 o'clock, I think it's now about 11:45, so the tide's on the turn. Let's see what happens. Well, G's just pulled a nice dab out. Definitely the biggest dab we've had out today, that's for sure. Yeah, that's the biggest we've had out today. Yeah, not a bad size, G. Nice, mate. Nice. Oh yeah, that was a nice size dab that G just out. Just chatting to that guy there. There's a boat there. I don't know why I was picking it up. and there's a guy there, he's about to walk out and get on the boat. He come up here and he walked down the beach and he's talking to us, and he's part of the fisheries. And basically, I mean, what a job this is. They go around on that boat and they just go up and down the beaches and they just make sure, yeah, everyone's okay and no one's drowning and safe, and yeah, part of the fisheries. So they get out, they talk to the fishermen. He said he's going to head up to towards Cromer now, talk to a few of the fishermen up there, see how they're getting on. He asked us how we were getting on. We told him where we normally fish, and we said we normally catch little whiting and dabs, so we thought we'd come up here. And all we've caught is little whiting and dabs. Although that dab, like I keep saying, that dab just pulled out, that was a nice size one, that wasn't too bad. Tide's well on the turn now, you can definitely see the tide starting to go out now. And like I say, I've got those nice worms on there, those worms are, they got to attract something, surely. They got to attract something. But yeah, what a job that is. Out on that boat, just quite a nice little red boat as well, look. That was a boat that come past earlier. I thought they were part of the RNLI, but he said no, he's part of the fisheries. Right, who's that on the phone? Your phone's ringing. Oh, it's Jordan. Right, let's go and talk to Jordan. Let's go and chat to Jordan. Let's tell him how we're doing. Alright, we'll see you in a bit, guys. Well, I'm hoping this is something decent. I was literally just standing there next to G having a chat, and we looked up at his rod, and as we looked at his rod, mate, it went. Oh, no way. Oh, nothing on there. I'll tell you what, that rod went. You got bait on there, it's a bait being stripped. Yeah, look, top hook, bait's all gone. There's a helicopter above us. Oh mate, do you know what, that actually, oh, that's the best knock I've seen on the rods all day. I can hear the helicopter, but I can't see it. It's a bit overcast here today, there's a little bit of a sea mist. It was quite clear, when we left Yarmouth this morning, it was really clear. And the further like north coast we started getting up here, wind's totally dropped off. The sun's trying to break through, you can feel the sun's up there. It is trying to break through, wind's dropped off. Oh, not too bad. Not a bad day. Oh, that was unlucky, that was. I'll tell you what, that was something decent having to play around with that bait on there. And I've gone absolutely dead. I've had no knocks, no bites, no nothing. The tide is well on its way out now. That is really, really heading out. But we've still got a couple of hours. I think we said we were gonna fish till about 2:30. What's time now? Just gone 12:30, 20 to 1. So another couple of hours. I think 2:30 we'll knock on the air, pack up, and then we've got an hour's drive back, so we get back to Yarmouth about 3:30. And then my plan is go home, jump in the shower, and then I'm going to grab some beers, walk up to G's, have a few beers around there tonight, take the laptop with me, and yeah, get this video uploaded. So that is the plan. What better way to spend your day off though, isn't it? All day fishing and then a few beers in the evening. Lovely. There's pool tonight as well, but I don't think I'm not gonna play pool. I can't bother with the town tonight. I'm literally gonna have a few chill beers around G's. And that's it. Can't be bothered with the town. Give Paul a miss. Oh, come on! I just want something decent. I want the bite that he just had, but I want to bloody strike it and catch it. Oh well, let's see what happens. Just pulled the left hand side in to check the bait. That's all I pulled it in for, just to check the bait. And we've got 2 dabs on there, look. Tiny little fins. He's taking a ragworm. And he's taking a ragworm. Oh, look, all on his skin, look. He's got dirty stuff on his skin. Squid's been stripped down a little bit. Right, anyway, let's get the school jewels, we're getting them off. We get them back in. Well, left hand side is knocking a little bit, nothing major. It's been knocking for a couple of minutes now. So I think there might be a little dab or something on there. So my plan of action now, I'm going to reel the left one in, see if there's a little dab on there. If not, I'm going to put fresh bait on that, 3 fresh worms on that, cast that out. One on the right, I'm going to reel in, and I'm going to start packing that one down. It's coming up to 2 o'clock now. And like I say, we've had nothing, no bites, no nothing for like 45 minutes, an hour maybe, I don't know. So yeah, that's plan of action. Right, let's get this one on the left in, see if we have got a little dab on there. And like I say, we get some fresh bait, get that out, and then I'll get the other one packed down. got a dab? Ah, look at that. Ah, look, Jesus pulled out a little dab. Right, nothing on there. Bait's all a little bit stringy, so I'm going to get this rest of this worm used up. Get 3 fresh worm on there, get that out. Jesus pulled a little dab in. Again, only a little thing. But that's the first fish we've seen in like 45 minutes. Got to be. Right, let's get some bait on this and get this out for the last cast. Just real deep, pulley pennel in. Let's get it packed down, and we got a dab. And he's foul hooked. Look, he ain't even took it in the mouth. Look, it's through there, and that's probably the smallest dab I've had all day. Look, and it's just through the side there. He ain't even took it in his mouth. Right, I'm gonna get this fish off, get him back in. I'm gonna get this right hand side rod packed down, and hopefully we can get something still on that left hand one with the 3 fresh worms on there. So just reeled in that 3 hook flapper that was on the left, and we got a double whammy, 2 dabs. Absolute tiny ones though, same as when we're getting all day. Small one took the top hook, and the small ones took this bottom hook, only just as well on the lip. Look, that little one. Right, I'm gonna get these off, get them back in, and then that's it. I'll probably get this rod packed down. Right, that is it. That has brought us to the end of our day. The time is 20 past 2. So we did say half 2ish we was going to start making a move. So luckily we've not got too far to get to the car park. It's only up there. All my rubbish is in there. Everything. The bins are literally just up where we. The bins are literally just where we parked up in the car park. So that's it. We wheeled this up. G's already. All packed down. Nothing left. So, right, tough days fishing, but we knew it was going to be hard. Obviously we know February's a bad month for fishing, but I was just saying to G, how many dabs did we actually get out in the end, and we can't even count. Easily 15, 20 dabs each, maybe something like that in the end. Yeah, loads, lost count. And but G had a nice size white in, and he had a nice size dab out. Unfortunately, I'll move that around because of the sun. Unfortunately, mine were pretty small what I had out. So anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. You get notifications of all future videos coming up. Definitely going to come back here in the summer. They do well for the mackerel here on the feathers, so we're definitely going to come back here in the summer months, bring the feathers up here, get some mackerel out. That's definitely going to be planned. So yeah, like I say, thanks for watching the video, guys. Like I say, it'd be awesome if you subscribe to the channel. My numbers are really starting to go up now, which is good. So right, thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you on the next video.